what's up guys? This is Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and I'm bringing you guys another installment of Market Masters, where I sit down with the most talented and prominent individuals in the game. And today I'm sitting with another trader, Tinyiko Miyambo.
Yes,
Did I say that right?
Yes, Tinyiko Miyambo.
I'm sitting down with Tinyiko today, guys. Also known as the Mr. $1. The Mr. $1, right?
The founder of Mr. $1.
The founder of Mr. $1 as well. And I'm really excited to sit down with you today. I think today's conversation is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm actually very honored to be here. Yes. And thank you for the invite, by the way.
Thank you for honoring it. You're here right now because you're a trader, but not just a trader actually, because over the past few years there's been a boom of prop firm trading.
Yes,
and I think that's going to be one of the key points of today's conversation, because essentially a lot of people right there need funding, they want funding, and prop firm trading is the way to go. But before we get into all of that, we get into all of that, I think I just want to give people a bit of background, who you are, where you come from. This is a bit of what kind of child were you, because essentially, understand Forex trading is also, it's entrepreneurial as well.
Definitely.
So it comes from somewhere, from a place of a different entrepreneur. Maybe you're selling sweets or whatnot at some point. So just give us a little bit background on who Tinyiko is.
Yeah, so I've always been an innovative person by nature. So from when I was still a child, I used to see things and make them possible on my end. For example, that table soccer.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I used to see it, and then I go and build my own tables using boxes and hangers and all of those kind of things, and then came up with ideas to actually generate an income through that. So I would make people pay to play, So I've always been a business-minded and an innovative person. But just to give you a little bit of a background, as you mentioned, my name is Tinyiko Miyambo. I'm the Alpha Forex trader and the founder of Mr. $1 Forex Trading. So I'm a qualified electrical engineer.
Okay. So
I worked in the engineering space, as a field technician. So I used to install vehicle tracking systems, So I got to a point where I also did vehicle diagnostics. So I worked in that space for about 10 years. And then I actually started my own vehicle tracking business with diagnostics, diagnosing cars, just checking what's the problem, the drafting reports and all of that. Got mechanics, employed technicians. But I got tired of working on the field, doing that hard labor, sweating. And I was like, if I can just find a way to actually generate an income while I'm sleeping, So from that, I moved to the ATM industry, So I started working in the ATM industry space as a field technician as well. So we used to build ATMs from scratch, by the way. Assemble everything, load softwares, do the programming, It was very, very interesting and challenging.
Okay.
But I could feel that I need more challenge. As challenging as that was, I felt that I need more. I've always wanted something that will challenge me, like harder. So why did I leave there? It was because of the risk. There was too much risk there. So I thought, let me just move away from this space. So one day I got a call from a friend of mine. His name is Skalk. So what happened there? He called me and he shared a business opportunity with me, which was an online business. It was a networking business, And I was like, he was like, he calls me Mr. Trillions. Mr. Trillions. He believes.
You speak things into existence.
And I call him Mr. Billion. So he's always said to me, no, I'm one step below you. So when he called me, said to me, there's a business opportunity that I want to introduce you to. And I was like, talk to me, And then he invited me into this networking business. And I was not a networker at that time at all. I didn't even know how to pitch. And he taught me how to pitch in that networking space. This is how you do it. And I learned how to do it, I remember I joined the business with only 2,000 rand. in less than 3 months, I had already generated over $500,000.
Sure. Yo, what's up, guys? It's competition time again. Top Trader South Africa and XM are giving away an iPad to one lucky viewer. And here's how you can enter the competition. Firstly, make sure you register an account with the link down below in the description, and make sure that your account is verified. If you already have an account, register an additional account using the link in the description below under your own profile. Secondly, deposit a minimum of $50 in your account. Thirdly, trade one lot trading Forex, gold, or silver. Perfect. The competition will run through the month of June 2023, and the winner will be announced on the 7th of July 2023. So guys, let's get trading right now.
You know, and I was like, that's when I realized that the online space has power.
Yeah.
Because of why you are not limited to a certain radius. You know, it's not like our traditional businesses where you get a client, you have to go and install a tracking device.
Okay.
It's only from here to wherever.
Yeah.
But you can't go all the way to Spain to go and do that, you know. So that's when I thought to myself, you know what, I want to venture into this online business space. But then I got tired of making those calls, making those calls. Like, man, I need a way to make money without me having to say anything to anyone.
Yeah, so true.
So that was Forex now. Forex kicked in. You know, so my brother, Nqobile Miyambo, he's the one that actually taught me how to trade. So he's an underground trader, by the way. He's those kind of people that don't want to be known, you know. So he's the one that taught me, and was like, pap, I've got, we call each other pap. So it's like, pap, I've got this opportunity. So I saw people making money from Forex trading. You know, let's try this business. And because of everybody thinks Forex is a scam, I was actually one of those also that thought, I know this thing is a scam, you know, because you keep on hearing these kind of things, you know, and I'm like, hey, no, you go first. I want to see if you will make money. If you make money, then I will come. But before that, you know, I'll just stand there and watch, you know. Seeing is believing. Yeah. So he started trading, and then he started making profits, you know. And then I started believing because I could see that now I'm witnessing it from him directly. So that's when I developed the interest. But why did he invite me? It was because, like, from while I was still a child, I've been a good gamer. You know, so if we play FIFA or whatever game, I've been like the best gamer. So he believed that if I can venture into the Forex space, I'll actually discover stuff that will allow us to be profitable because of he captured that gaming skill. So if you apply the same skill here, then obviously something must happen. So that's just a short breakdown of how I was introduced to the Forex business.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's great. So, so life goes on. Your brother teaches you how to trade. Then what was that learning process like? Like, what actually went into you learning how to, like, that learning curve is what I'm actually chasing as well, because you understand you are who you are today, but there was a point where you were becoming who you are today. So during that learning process, what actually went into you learning? Like, what were you doing at the time?
Okay, I think firstly, I'm very fortunate to actually have a brother that walked me through. Because of, if I think about it, naturally, I was never the kind of people that like doing research. I mean, even at school, I wouldn't study, you know. I'd be those that study one day before. Hey, now I'm studying one day before the exam. And only to find that when I get to the exam, I distinct it, you know. So my mom always believed that I'm the smartest child in the family because of that. But I didn't understand, why does my mom like saying I'm the smartest? You know, because of, I mean, in my whole family, like they are all good when it comes to academics. You know, if you can check on the room divider, you will see a lot of trophies there. You know, so I was one that never liked studying at all. You know, I would study one day before. I worked better when I'm under pressure. So I'm not saying it's a good thing. Hey, people must not get me wrong. You find people now, they don't study anymore. No, we are not the same.
I want the same pressure that Tinyiko was going through.
So the learning curve for me, I think it was nice for me because of my brother. My journey was less steep, because he would tell me what to look at and what not to look at. Why? Because he already has the experience. He already knows which information works best and which does not work. So I would normally refer back to him. If he teaches me something, then I go and practice whatever that he teaches me. So he would be the one that reads those books, the baby peeps, 300 and something pages. I see. No. My brother must summarize this for me. So it's an advantage to have someone like that. So he would normally read, and he's a very fast reader, and then share with me that information. Then I will take that and innovate it, and come up with new ideas on how we can actually work towards it. So, but I started getting used to actually doing it myself because of it got to a point where his time was limited. So now I can no longer rely on him. So now I have to do it myself, So that's how I ended up doing it myself.
All right, now that's great. Okay, so what was your first interaction with the market, like your first deposits? Do you remember your first deposits?
The first deposit was a no deposit bonus from Excel. So because I was very skeptical, I was I'm not putting in my money there. But because there's a no deposit bonus, let me go for that no deposit bonus, And I remember I actually made profit from the no deposit bonus, and I made a withdrawal also. So I started believing that, hey, this thing it really, really works.
So man.
So that's when I started believing and started having more interest, So as much as I saw the profit and I saw how much money can be made there, then I thought to myself, if I can put in the time and the effort, definitely this must take me somewhere.
Yes, so true.
Yeah,
no, that's great. Okay, so you made profit throughout there. And then what happens with your trading career? Because essentially this is where your trading career begins now. You see money come in, and then now it's like, okay, now you're actually prepared to take it serious. What goes on with your trading career right now, moving on from there?
Okay, so what happened was, at first I didn't know about the business side of Forex, where there's actually signals, copy trading, and your courses and all of that, I was just stuck to this fact that you can actually make money through trading. So that's when I was introduced to like Forex signals and stuff like that, So coming to think of it, it's over 70% to, well, if you look on the internet, it says over 95% are losing. And only 5% are profitable in the market, So automatically that gives an idea of how challenging this business is. So that alone made me want to be in the business because I've always been looking for something that will challenge me. So I thought to myself, what, let me go into this business and see what is happening. So as I was trading, I was exposed to like signal services. So I would take signals, I remember I once bought signals from a guy, I forgot his name, by the way. So it's years ago. I bought signals and I had $130 in my account, which I funded with. So this guy, obviously, he used to post profits on his status. And then I got interested, and I texted him, hey man, tell me how much are your signals? And then he told me the price, and then I sent him the money, hoping that I will actually get the service, because of knowing that there's too many scammers out there. You buy signals and all of a sudden you are not getting the service. He put me in the broadcast, and then early in the morning he sends the signals. I'm like, okay, let me go in. Barcode. I used to like barcoding at that time. I knew nothing about risk management. Barcode. You won't believe, my account, it grew from $130 to $1,000 something dollars. But in rands, when you convert it, it was 27,000, if I remember well. And it was made in one day, by the way. So I was very, very aggressive. You know, and I was like, hey, if I can make 27,000 rand in one day, no, there's money to be made here, you know. So I told my friend, hey man, this is how much I made. And I was like, you know what, withdraw that money. I'm like, no. Now I'm looking at $1 million now. Because I can see that it's possible from $130 to 1,000 something. I say, no. I can get to $1 million with this guy's signals. You know, he sent another signal. Oh, I'm going in hard now. And it was late at night. Oh, I say, now wake up in the blues. You know, I slept. Oh, when I woke up,
okay,
I saw red, you know. I'm like, yo. Now my heartbeat is changing. Cuckoo. And I'm thinking, ish, what must I do? When I check the chart, I see this thing is falling. And I was in the buy.
Okay.
You know? Hey, now I'm closing. I'm trying to save whatever is left because I can see now from $1,300 is coming down to 800, 700, 600. Hey, this thing is going to blow. I'm closing. As I'm closing, at that time I didn't even know that there's fundamentals on news. So at that specific day, unfortunately, there were news events. So it was falling, you know, and one way. Yo, now I'm seeing this candle is going down. I go back that side. I'm trying to close. You won't believe it. The broker was helping me to close now. Hey, margin call. Hey. Yo, account blown. Hey. Now I'm thinking of my friend. This guy said I must withdraw. And I didn't withdraw. Yo, I was stressed, you know. And I just woke up. And I slept happy, in profit, smiling, you know, dreaming nice. When I woke up there, I saw flames.
Yeah.
I got off there. I was wearing a short pant, by the way. And a vest there. Now I'm shaking. When I go to the dining room, I see my mom is sitting there. I didn't even greet her. I just went straight to the bathroom. Shaking there. Yo, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it, man. Yo. Yeah. I went to the bathroom. When I came back, I didn't believe it. I said, you know what? I'm no more taking anyone's signals. Yeah. From that day, you know, because I trusted this guy. Okay. But I don't blame him because of the risk was, I could manage the risk. Yeah, you know? He was profitable, but the risk on my side, it was bad.
Yeah, you know? I can imagine, because essentially from the first day, you had taken an account from $130 to $1,000.
Yeah, you know, now I wanted $1 million. The greed kicked in. The greed kicked in, you know. So after that day, I realized that, you know what, I need to do things the right way now. Okay. Let me be the one that is sending the signals, you know. And because of that experience, I wanted to be the one that will send signals that will not make people to go into a drawdown. Okay. Yeah, because of it's not that he was not profitable. Yes. But those drawdowns, they were deep. And then after your account is blown, then they will say in deep profit. And when you check, you find that they did go in deep profit, you know. But I wanted to do something different where people will not go into a deep drawdown, you know. Even if it goes to a negative, at least just a little bit, and then or instant. Yeah, profit. So that's when I started studying, researching, you know, and all of that. So for me, what I've picked up from that is that you must learn not to rely too much on the next person. Yeah, so you know, true. Okay, when you start, it's okay because of you are starting. You obviously need that a boost, you know, from someone. But the person that gives you a boost, you need to understand that person must be a person that you know their record, like their trading record, you know, because of, I'll go back to that 95% losing traders and the 5% winning traders. Ne? You need to ask yourself, there's millions of traders out there. Ne? And according to social media, it seems like 95% is making it. And 5%, you know, according to social media. But realistically, 95% are losing, 5% are making it. Yeah. So ask yourself, who are those 5% out of the millions of traders? It's not easy to find that 5%. So true. Especially if you don't know how to find the 5%. You know, I'll make an example with one of the guys that once wanted to sell me a robot. I won't mention his name, by the way. So this guy, I don't know if he knew that I'm a trader or not, or if he knew that I've got experience in the business or not, you know. And he sends me this information that, hey man, I'm selling a robot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm like, okay, I'm interested. How much is that robot? You know, because of I just wanted to know what's happening behind the scenes in terms of these robots, and are they really, really profitable? You know, because I've never come across a profitable robot. You know, it's only one that I know so far, which was built by my friend, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, but obviously when time goes by, yeah, people will know about it.
Yeah.
You know? So I asked myself, this guy, I said to him, is that robot profitable, you know?
Okay.
And he said, yes, it's profitable, with confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, consistently.
Okay.
You know, you can be profitable, but not consistently, you know? I mean, even me, when I started trading, I used to make losses when I started. Losses. 1 win gives me hope that this thing works, you know? And then losses, and then 1 big win. Ah, man, this thing actually works. You know, you keep on going back because of you can see something, you know, even if you are losing overall. So one day I went to I'll go back to the robot story. One day I went to my XM history.
Okay.
When I checked, I say, hey man, I lost a lot of money. Yeah. You know, when you check the actual history, if you go to 2020, back, then you see, hey man, no. I have to go and recover that money. So it motivates you to go back and recover that money, you know. So what happened was, this guy, I said to him, you know what, send me a track record of your robot. He said to me, my phone, I say, that is the problem.
Okay.
So if someone is going to come to you and say, I can trade your funds, or I'm selling a robot, let that person send you a track record. Yeah. So I said to him, send me a 6 months track record. And he said, hey, my phone this month. I said, okay, fine. 3 months is fine. Even 3 months is fine. He couldn't even give me a 3 months track record, you know, because of if you say you are a consistent trader,
it's true.
Why can you not then show me your statement at least 3 months? If you are failing at least 3 months, let's see that within that 3 months are you at least consistent, you know. I don't want to see millions or anything like that. I just want to see if you are consistently profitable.
Correct.
And if you are able to manage the risk, if the wins are greater than the losses. That's all I want to see. He couldn't provide that. And with me, I would always believe that people are making money. Why? Because of people will only post blues, but they will never post their losses. Never.
Yeah.
You understand? So you need to ask yourself, why are people posting a blues but never post losses? I do post my losses. You know, as much as I post my blues, I'll come back and say, hey, today we saw flames. I post the reds, you know. So they now they say, oh, this thing, there's losses, there's wins. Sometimes you lose, but the most important thing is to make wins more than the losses, you know.
Correct.
So people will normally never post, even on Instagram, you will see only blues.
But you know what I've noticed is that a lot of people tend to post the red to make it seem like they legit right now, because like some people post the red.
That's another skill. That's a skill. That's a skill.
They're posting the reds right now to show, to be motivational and be like, hey, this market is hot. But if they were ready to truly post all their reds, then, because you know, sometimes you can do there's one red that hits you, like, I can post this one, and then people are now saying motivation for the people.
That's actually another way.
You know, that people actually do that. But like, sorry, continue.
But that's actually very true, because of now they've actually mastered the psychology,
you see,
of how people operate. So they know that if we also show them the reds, then they will believe that we are legit. That's actually very true. That is why we have to see the statement, because of now the statement doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie.
True.
And over a certain period, you know, if you can see the statement, then you know if this person is profitable or not. But if you are going to show me screenshot, now we are doing something different. So I think it's very important for people to and I actually got this from my brother, you know, because I was the kind of person that used to believe the screenshots that are posted, and was like, hey man, if this person is really making money, like he's very skeptical, that guy. He doesn't just buy into anything, you know.
Yeah.
I think for any deal, if I can take that guy with me, I'm most likely to win that deal or come out with a best decision, you know.
Okay.
Because he would say to me, you know what, if you really want to know if this person is profitable, as much as you are busy telling me that, hey man, this man is making money, let's go to this man, you know, tell this person to send you a 6 months bank statement. If he fails to do that, I'm not investing. He would always say that to me. So I that's when I started realizing that, okay, if you can just remember that, then you will know exactly who is really making it in the industry and who is not.
Yeah.
Because of, if you think about it, okay, Forex has two sides. Ne?
Okay.
It's the business side and the actual Forex side. Ne? There's nothing wrong with the business side. There is nothing wrong with sending signals. There is nothing wrong with teaching people how to trade at a fee. I don't see anything wrong with that because of it's your time that you took to compile that, you know. And also there's things that I know which are nowhere in the internet, you know, and you'll only know that if I teach you directly because of what? It's something that I discovered myself, you know. So it's the business side, the signals, the copy trading, the course and all of that, ne? And the Forex side. But I remember there's this one day where when I started providing those services, like the signal services, you know, I said to my brother, I got a sale, by the way. I said, hey, Pap, someone purchased our signals. You know what he said to me? I didn't believe it. That guy, he's actually, he won't, just because I'm his brother, he won't be on my side. He'll tell me the truth. Yeah, he won't say just because he's my brother. He'll tell me the truth. He said to me, you know what, TK, if you want the business side to be sustainable, first, master the skill. For as long as you have not mastered the skill fully, anytime, the business will fall. Ne? So ever since that day, I thought to myself, hey, this person is very, very deep. And it's true because of after some time, I started realizing that our network is actually growing through word of mouth. You know, through the testimonies that people saw that, hey man, these people are actually making profit. So that's how we started growing, through word of mouth. You know, like I mentioned earlier on, I'm not really a social media person, but how we got our network was through you tell your friend, hey man, I made so much. Really, I also want to try. And then when they try, they also make so much, and then they invite. So that is how we grew. So it makes sense that people that are not lasting, like in the Forex space, it's not because they are actually making money from the market direct. Most of the traders now are making money through selling signals, which won't even make you profitable. For example, they are making money through selling the courses. Ne? They are making money through whatever means. Ne? But that is not a problem. The problem is what you are teaching people, will it allow them to be part of that 5% profitable traders? You understand what I'm saying? If it will allow them, then good, sell your course. The price, I don't worry about the price. I can pay 15,000 rand for a course, but will it make me a consistently profitable trader? If yes, I don't mind paying that amount. Because of 95% are losing out of millions of traders. You know what I'm saying? So another person will come to you and say, hey man, your course is expensive. Ne? They don't know what is in there. You understand? Once you accumulate, once you obtain that information, then you are separated from the crowd. You understand? And that 10,000 or 5,000 or whatever the amount that you are paying, it will come back in no time. Why? You have now got the correct information. You understand? You get a lot of traders, different types. You get supply and demand traders, trend line, retail traders, and you can name it all. Ne? But you and I will trade supply and demand. However, I'm profitable, you are not. Why? But we are trading the same thing. You know, there are hidden secrets behind what we are doing. You know, we can trade the same strategy. You trade supply and demand. I trade supply and demand, but I'm not making money, but you are making it. What's happening? You know something that I don't know.
So
you understand?
Yeah.
I hear people say retail doesn't work, trend lines don't work. Me, I use trend lines.
Yeah.
But you'll hear people say, hey man, you are using trend lines, but why are your trend lines not failing most of the time? You understand? We are both using trend lines, but mine are working. Why? I know exactly when they work. Mm-hmm. And when they fail, I know when they will fail. So you just have to know when and why.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. So I believe everything works. If someone comes to you and say RSI doesn't work, it's not that it doesn't work. They don't know how to use it. So we can have the same tools, but if you don't know how to use it, obviously it will not work for you. You understand? You won't take a star screwdriver and try and open a flat screw. You've got the tool, but you have to know how it works and where it works and when it works. So I think that's the differences when it comes to the trading. So people must be very careful. Always check the track record if you want to subscribe to something. Just get a history, and see.
But a lot of guys tend to, and I say this over and over again, I don't know how many times I've said it here, screenshots on Instagram are not a track record. They are not a valid track record.
Definitely not.
Yeah. You speak about the 95%, 5%.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 5% being the profitable traders.
Yes.
So what is it that the 5% know that the 95% don't know?
Okay, so from my experience, now I'm talking from experience.
Okay.
I was once part of the 95% losing traders. For a certain period of time. I think I've been trading for 5 years, by the way. Mm-hmm. So the first year, there was the year where now I was making losses. The second year, now it was I'm making losses, but I'm making more losses than wins, but at least now I'm starting to win. That was the second year. The third year was a 50-50 situation. And now I'm fighting with the market. Hey, they hit. I come back and hit. So it was just a 50-50. I'm winning, I'm losing, I'm winning, I'm losing. So the third year is where now I started, I stopped blowing accounts here. Okay. The third year. Because of now you find that I'm winning, I'm losing, I'm winning. But at least now, even if I blow, at least it will take me about 6 months. Okay. So I can see that the skill is getting better. At first I would blow fun today, you blow today. Sometimes at least 2 weeks. Sometimes a month. Now you celebrate. At least I'm still in the game. So the third year, that's when now I could feel that I even forgot that there's the word blow now. Yeah. So I could see that now the skill is getting sharper. The fourth year, that's when now I started being consistently profitable. So I was missing something very, very, very critical. It's not the only thing that will set you, that will put you on the 5%, but it's critical. So I'm going to mention 2 things. Okay. The first one is discipline. You need to be disciplined. In fact, I'll mention more than 2 things. Because now we want people to make money now. Yeah. The second one is risk management. Yes. This one is very critical. Very critical. Even me, sometimes I won't lie and say I'm using risk management every day. There's times where I feel like today I want to fight, and then you go in. Because when you have the confidence to actually go in hard. But sometimes you'll see flames, sometimes you will know, but you find that there's something that you are missing, So one thing I love about trading is that even if you make a loss, you must always learn something from that loss, So how you grow and how you become part of that 5% is by going back to your losses. Okay. So when you make a loss, don't just be depressed there and then now your day has changed and then now even when you greet me, I'm no longer happy. You must go back and check, why did I lose here? Yeah. Even if you don't get the right answer, at least you try, I would go back, I would make a loss and go back and check, why did I lose? And then I find something, and then I believe that, oh, it's this thing, only to find that it's not that thing. Remember, Forex is broad.
Yeah.
Next time, that thing that I thought it was that thing,
it's not.
It's there.
Oh, it's there.
And then I still lose, even though that thing is there. Ay, man, what's happening? You know, so you have to go and check again. Why is it that thing was here this time, but I still made a loss? So you go deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
You will learn something every single day.
Yes.
So to become that 5%, you need to always go back to your losses. And even when you win, you need to go and check, how did you win? You know, and note that down. Just journal everything down so that you can see the differences. That, okay, here I made a loss because of 1, 2, 3. Here I won because of 1, 2, 3. Here this was here this was not there. You know, so you're able to decipher and see, okay, which one is high probability, which one is low probability. So you also have to have a checklist.
Okay.
Where you know that, okay, I've got a trading plan and I've got a checklist. If this, and this is there, I can enter. If this is there and this is not there,
step back.
You know, it's not every day that it's a trading day. You understand? You have to have discipline and a checklist and know. For example, on Monday, I didn't trade.
Okay.
Tuesday, I didn't trade. You know, why? I'm waiting for a specific box to be ticked, which limits the risk and increases your chances of making great profits. If all your boxes are ticked and then you enter and the trade goes in the predicted direction, then you can make your whole month's income with just one trade, just by being patient.
So true.
And waiting for the perfect time. You know, I practiced patience by being stubborn.
Okay.
You find that I placed a buy limit order and I'm like, I wanted to reach that specific level. And then it comes. And then it doesn't trigger me. It turns right there and I'm like, I'm not market executing. I'll wait for it to touch me. And then it goes. And then I become depressed. And then you see it flying and I'm like, Arr,
you're supposed to be there.
Yeah. And it just missed you just by one peep, you know. And then you feel terrible. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to feel terrible.
Okay.
I'll just embrace the fact that I was disciplined enough to wait, you know. So you just have to practice discipline that way. So that will also put you part of the 5%. Discipline, risk management, having a trading plan, and most of all, having a mentor.
Okay.
And not just any mentor. We've got a lot of mentors now.
There's too many mentors.
Yeah, there's too many mentors. So you need to be very selective with the person that is mentoring you. That mentor must be part of the 5% profitable traders. If not, at least one step away from being, you know, So, but not too far. You can't say the person is your mentor. Meanwhile, you are starting with that person and they don't have the required information, you know. So those are the things that you can actually look at. And then the most powerful thing from what I've discovered from my own experience is a lot of people underestimate their intelligence.
Okay.
So you'll find people rely on the internet. Most traders now, they're relying on internet. The internet has so much information. You will never finish. You will never. There's so much information on the internet. You will not know what exactly works and what doesn't work. And even if it works, you find that it works for a certain period of time and then it's no longer working.
So
you understand? So it's only because of you are relying on the information that is on the internet. You need to do self-introspection and check, test your intelligence. Just try to view the market the way you see it, not the way Nqobile sees it or the way Tinyiko sees it. Because of you find that I'm busy trying to trade exactly how you are trading, only to find that I'm the next greatest trader based on my own intelligence. You understand what I'm saying?
So true.
So that is how I personally improved. I stopped viewing the market the way whoever sees it. You know, I started looking for things that I wouldn't say I want to see, but I would like things that I can pick up in terms of what is happening on the market, you know. So when you start viewing the market that way, then you start learning new things. That is why I'm able to say, I will teach you something that you'll never find on the internet. Because of, I know that it's my own discovery. So there's a guy that actually texted me from yesterday. I sent him a setup and he said, hey man, how did you determine those levels? He wants to know, how did I get those levels? And I know even if he can go to the internet, you won't find it anywhere because of it's my own formula. You understand what I'm saying? So when I come and say to you, my course is 5,000 and you are complaining, you don't know what I'm going to give you, which will separate you from everybody else, especially if that person that is selling the course to you is part of that 5%. 5%. You need to consider that more than anything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you see, the problem is that a lot of people look like they're in the 5%.
Exactly.
They look like they're in the
They look like that's a big problem.
I think
that's a big problem.
That's one of the big problems right now. But okay, I think that's one of the big problems right now. But I guess you guys have already heard it for yourself. What Tinyiko's saying is that really it's important for a track record.
100%.
Somebody can appear like they're in the 5%, but until they provide you with a track record, and guys, we teach you guys this on the channel. We always tell you guys, one of the things to also get is an investor password. Ask for investor details to someone's account. If they really got the juice, like they say they got the juice. If they no, but
that's true.
That's true. Yeah, no, let's move on. Because I think right now, I've said a lot today. I'm having fun. I think everyone else is having fun. But one thing I know, you're big on prop firm trading. You're big on prop firm trading. I'd like to be. You know what I love about prop firm trading is that it's introducing a new culture of risk management.
It's forcing you.
Because you said something so deep. Now you're like, I fund and blow in one day. And the thing is, that culture right there is what a lot of people have been living by, thinking that I'm going to fund in my account today, I'm going to blow today, okay, I'm going to come back to my fund. And unfortunately, and very fortunately right now, is that what prop firm trading is introducing as a culture. It's not a new culture, but it's just we're being reintroduced to a culture of risk management. So let's talk about prop firm trading right there, because I also want to talk about risk management. I want to talk about, you understand, because there's so much to it, because you can't just be, because now you've been withdrawing payouts weekly. And definitely when we agreed to do this interview, and obviously I was preparing for this, I'm like, this man, he's not just talk, you're not just all talk, you're really somebody who's actually doing it. So I think, can you just walk us through the whole process of prop firm trading?
Okay, so with me, how I knew about prop firm trading was through my younger sister.
Okay.
Funny enough, she was not even a trader at that time when she told me about prop firm trading, And she's like, hey, bro, there's a friend of mine here at the university. Yeah, she schools at the University of Pretoria. And she's like, this guy is a trader. And he's a funded trader. Okay. So this is how it works. She sent me the link, And then when I looked at it, I was like, man, why is it that I never knew about this thing and I've been trading for so long? This thing, maybe it's a scam, I didn't believe it and I didn't do it. I say, no, I'm not going to risk my money on this thing. So I kept on trading the normal accounts, And then I started feeling like, you know what, I need more capital. Let me just try this thing and see if it works, So I signed up with one of the prop firm companies, And then I was like, you know what, let me just try this thing. I bought the small package, by the way. So at that time, it was the $10,000, $20,000 package, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, I'm like, you know what, let me test with the small package. So I bought the $10,000 package with confidence because now I know that I am going to show them flames there, I came in. First account, I made profit. When I made profit, I remember I withdrew the first profit. Okay. When I saw the money, I said, hey man, this thing is working. I remember the first withdrawal, it was about 16,000 in rands.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, hey man, this thing is working, And then I went in hard the second time and then I violated.
Okay.
Because of now I didn't understand in detail like the risk, because they give you a target. They say, okay, we want you to reach 5% for example, 8% within 30 days, but do not go below 5% within 1 day and below 12% within 30 days, So they give you rules, regulations, you know. So I didn't understand them properly, that how does this work, but I'm actually glad that I started with a small amount, because of if I had violated that big one, it was going to be painful, So I passed my first evaluation and then I got a certificate. So they give you a certificate that this trader, Tinyiko Miyambo, has proved himself that he can definitely fight with the market makers there. And you get motivated when you say, hey man, I got a certificate, you get motivated. So I kept going, and then I bought the $20,000 account, made some profit, and then I said, this 50,000, I'm skipping it. I'm going to 100 now, So I skipped the 50,000 and went to 100,000, made some profit. So from the $100,000 account, I said, you know what, if I can turn 8,500 rands into 1.7 million within 30 days, leverage is power. Yeah. So that's when I saw that leverage is actually power, And I started understanding, for example, with XM, when I started, it was only 1:888. But now it goes all the way to 1,000. They give you what? Leverage. Why? So that you can have power. But that power needs a skill. If your skill is not solid, then the leverage is useless. You understand? So then I bought the $200,000 account. So now I had multiple accounts. I know that, okay, I've got 100,000 here, I've got a 200,000 here, So when I make profit, this one, guys, this is a secret, by the way. So when I make profit on the $100,000 account, I stopped trading it.
Okay.
Then I'm trading, because normally they pay you bi-weekly.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, this thing of bi-weekly, I want to get paid every week. So let me get more than one account. So I got that 100,000 and the 200,000 one. So when I make profit here, I don't trade it anymore. I know that my 100,000 is waiting there for me. Now I'm focusing on this 200,000. When I make profit here, then I stop trading. You understand? So it also eliminates the pressure. So you know that, okay, when you get a payment, when this payment comes out, then you start trading that one again.
Okay.
While you're waiting for this one's payment. Okay. So when you make profit here, then you stop trading there, and then you come back to this one. Then this one pays off. So I was just, like I told you, that I've always been an innovator. So I'm always looking for ways to, how can we eat here? So people would wonder, hey man, this prop firm, it pays twice a week. How are you getting paid every week? It's just, you just have to think. It's another way of eliminating pressure.
Okay.
Because you find that there's debts waiting for you there. You have to pay whatever, you have to pay your car, you have to pay your house, or whatever that you have.
Living, yes.
Now you are trading under pressure, and if you are trading under pressure, you are most likely to make mistakes, like it or not. You are most likely to make mistakes. But if you don't have pressure, you know that there's a lump sum coming there. Definitely trading with proper risk management rules and all of that. But once you've got pressure, now you start over leveraging your account.
Okay.
And when you blow it, now it's even more pressure. So I think for me, the prop trading opened a lot of doors.
Okay.
But it just needs skilled traders that know what they are doing. Because if you go in there and you don't know what you are doing, you are basically donating. You are going to donate.
To the 5%.
To the 5%. You're going to donate to the 5%. So you need to know what you are doing.
Okay. Okay, now that's great. So, like I said earlier on, what risk management principles have you set in place for yourself? Because essentially, trading $100,000 accounts, it's quite different, especially for your psychology. A lot of people are like, I've got money here to trade, and it's not particularly the case. So what risk management strategies have you implemented in your trading so that you make sure that you keep withdrawing from the accounts?
So before you look at the risk, you need to look at the sustainability of your strategy. Is it sustaining you in terms of the profits? If it's consistent, then you can start looking at the risk, because now you've got a working formula, you've got a strategy that's working for you. So when you come to the risk, I personally, at first I wouldn't use proper risk management. I used to pass the accounts one day, And then they say, hey man, you have to wait for 5 days before we give you another account. So I have to wait now. After 5 days, then I come again, full to 10 days, I'm done. Now I'm in the live account, you know. But the risk management side, I started implementing it after I got the $100,000 account and the $200,000 account, the $300,000 account. I even have a $400,000 account, by the way. So I said to myself, because I've got so much money, there's no need to be greedy and risk a massive percentage, you know. Let me just go for that 1% in a day. So within that 1%, I can maybe look at 4 pairs, and then each pair will take 0.25%. This one will take 0.25%, and now I'm at 0.5%, 0.25%. So if you split it into 4, then you know that, okay, you can trade 4 pairs, and even if 2 fail and 2 pass, you will still win because of your risk to reward ratio.
Yes,
your reward is higher than your risk, you know. So you are not trading under pressure, and you are not emotional because of you've calculated the risk. So automatically you've eliminated the emotions by having a trading plan, by calculating the risk. You can go where you are going, and you won't have to, even if your phone switches off, you know. I've experienced so many situations where I'm on the road, but I've got trades running. My phone switches off, and then I'm thinking to myself, if I had not used proper risk management, I'd be stressing now looking for a charge. You know, but when I come back, then I come back in blues.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the strategy is consistent. I remember there's another girl, her name is Mohau Cele. She's an actress, by the way. So she's also one of our traders. So one day we sent a signal of gold, and we said buy gold. She bought gold, you know. And then they had load shedding, so she couldn't charge. When she came back, she was so happy. That thing flew. You know, she's like, dude. She sent me that message. Hey man, hey, I see she made over $850 in just a few, I think in less than 3 hours.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. So
that's power.
You want that kind of those kind of situations where you don't have pressure, you've used proper risk management, and even if your phone switches off, you'll still be able to come back and smile. And even if it hits your stop loss, at least you know that the risk was calculated. You know, the highest I normally go with prop firms is 3%. I don't go over 3% in one day. But that 3%, if it goes into profit, you milk serious, you milk it serious. You know, I remember there's a time I was trading AUD and ZD. There was actually, it was not the most paying trade, but it was the most memorable trade. So what happened was I risked 3%. I did the analysis, everything. I'm like, you know what? I'm going in 3%. Before the news, I was not even aware that there were news that day, you know. So I go in. Okay, sharp. I've got my 12 trades. So each trade is 0.25%. And then if you say times 12, then it's overall 3%, you know. Sharp. When I was waiting there, I only realized after that, there's CPI, you know. And I'm like, you know what? I've done my analysis. I'm not going to close. And price is still at the entry point. Ne? So what happened was I got a call from an insurance lady. Hey, now this lady is disturbing me, and I'm trading. You know, when you are trading, you don't want disturbance. Hey, okay, I'm answering it because I understand that, okay, this person is working and they need to close a sale, you know. Let me just give them attention. And hey, am I speaking to Mr. Miyambo? Yes. Okay, we are talking there, telling me what they are offering, you know. And then all of a sudden, CPI news. 1 second, the spread opens. When I check the risk, now it says minus $3,500. Ne? And I'm left with only 1,500. Remember, 5% they violate you. It was a $100,000 account. I remember well. So basically, this is where I sold. I bought. In fact, the stop loss is here. So my stop losses are normally calculated. I don't just put stop loss previous low. I don't do that. So it's calculated. So when they open the spread, because it's the news, obviously the spread will open. It was just a few pips away from stopping me out. Ne? I was on a call. I stopped responding to that lady. I even forgot that I'm on the call. Now I'm looking at that spread widening and it has frozen. It's not moving. Hey man, what's happening? You know, when I check the profit, it says minus $3,500. Yo, you can actually lose 50K just like that in just a few seconds, you know. And while I was looking there, I'm telling this lady, hey, wait, just wait a little bit. I'll get back to you right now, you know. And then it just shot up. Shoo! Oh, one candle, one long candle. I'm like, yes. Now I'm shaking now. Hey, I don't believe, yo, because they almost stopped me out. I'm like, yo. And I'm trying to close. You know, and hey. Yeah, I was happy that day. Yeah. It was over $7,000 that I made. You know, and I'm closing. How? Immediately after closing everything, you won't believe. That thing came back to entry point. Yo. What if I didn't see it when it was up there?
Yeah.
In just 5 seconds, it only gave me 5 seconds to close. And I had like 12 trades. In fact, I did it between 5 to 10 seconds, but I was closing fast. That's one thing I remember. You know, closing. When I closed, it was in $7,800 profit. But when I closed, I checked there, it was like 6,700, you know, because it was obviously coming down.
Yeah.
Immediately after closing, it went back to entry point. And guess what? It crashed.
Sure.
So I was like, yeah, what if I was on a call and I didn't see it?
Yeah.
You know? By the time I see that I was in deep profit, I would have made over 100,000 in 5 minutes. And now all of a sudden, I lost 50,000, you know? So, hey, these things, they can disturb you. So I was actually very fortunate that day to be able to see it because of it didn't reach. It's shocking. On the MT4, it didn't reach my take profit.
Okay.
But on the trading view, like where I analyze, it hit take profit.
Okay.
You see, so I wondered why here it didn't.
But it could be widened spread as well.
That's what I was thinking.
The bottom half didn't hit the top. So
you see, so it was I was actually so that was my most memorable trade. I never forgot the trade. And that lady is asking me after closing, we were screaming. That lady, what? I just need 100K. You know, and she's like, yo, this guy on the phone.
No, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Yo, you've already gone into my favorite part of the interview, mentioning the memorable trade. But on the other side, what has been your worst day in the market?
The worst day is the one that I explained where I was shaking. Yeah, that one. I won't forget it. It was the worst. It was the worst. Yeah, because I slept in deep profits, but when I woke up, I had the worst. Ever since that day, I started respecting Forex because I understood that you can make money quick, but you can also lose it quick.
100%.
Yeah, no. So for me, it was that was the worst day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tinyiko, thank you so much. I've had so much fun today.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I've had so much fun today. Do you any last piece of advice before we close off for the viewers, especially for the people who are trying to get into the prop firm space? Like any advice for them?
Okay, so first of all, what I will say is that the first thing you need to do is to master the skill first. So once you've mastered the skill, then you know that, okay, you are able to take the risk to venture into prop firms. Ne? If you have not mastered the skill yet, we spoke about leverage. Leverage is power. You can leverage off people that have already mastered the skill. The prop firms do not restrict you from taking signals. For example, if you've got the Mr. $1 Forex trading app, you can literally just download it, select a signal package, and subscribe to whichever package that suits your pocket.
Yeah.
And then you can generate profits from that using a prop firm. You understand? Yeah. So master the skill first, and then also get a mentor that is part of the 5% profitable traders. Do research, view the market the way your mind operates, not the way everybody else sees it. So that's just another way of self-development, viewing the market in your own way. Because Nqobile will see something different, I will see something different. You understand what I'm saying? But I promise you, there are so many things that you will discover if you are going to view the market based on your own intelligence. Do not underestimate your intelligence. You know, your eye is very, I don't even know which word to use, but you need to use your eyes and your intelligence to see whatever that you are going to be shown there, you know, because I will see something, you will see something different. But if you start understanding that you are intelligent, believe in yourself, ne? And believe that you will make it. Because even me, I almost gave up after all those losses. I said, this thing is a scam. I also said it's a scam, even after I was inside, you know, and said, you know what, this thing I'm giving up. But I always ask myself, the 5% that are making it, who are they? They didn't give up.
Yeah.
You know, I always say quitters don't win and winners don't quit. I will always say it, even in the future. So where you want to quit, you are now close to the...
So true.
Yeah, you are close to the remedy that will unlock all your doors. So never ever quit. Always go back to your losses. And most of all, this one is from my brother, by the way.
Yes.
I hated it. When he talks about that one, I just say, hey, now he's starting now. Hey. Backtesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people don't backtest.
So true.
So if you backtest, it will increase your confidence in whatever trade that you are going to take. So I hated backtesting. I preferred forward testing with real money, by the way. Because I'm thinking this thing of backtesting, it's a tedious method, you know. Yeah, going there and checking the history. I don't want to know about the history. I want to know the future, what's happening in the future. But you have to go to the history because of these things are linked. You see, so I think traders must start backtesting. Don't be lazy, because of laziness is your road to poverty.
Yeah.
So don't be lazy to backtest. Just backtest, practice forward testing also. You know, always do research. You know, the smallest things. Don't be ignorant.
Yes.
Yeah. So the smallest things are the things that carry that treasure in trading. You know, sometimes you find that, for example, I'm saying to you, approach the market with your own intelligence. Another person will not understand what I'm saying, but the minute you start practicing it, then you start realizing the power of what I've actually just said, you know. So don't be ignorant, just be, what's this word? Pay attention. Yeah, be very attentive, you know. If you pay attention to detail, that is where the answers are.
No.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tinyiko. I had so much fun right now, and thank you for sharing the knowledge and coming out here and sharing the knowledge with the viewers as well. And I truly believe that you guys heard what Tinyiko had to say today, the fun stories, everything. You know, and all the best with your business. And guys, I will leave all your details in the description below and on screen. And you guys can reach out to Tinyiko for his services as well. And
super. Yeah, I'll say it again, I'm very honored, and thank you for the invitation, by the way.
No, it's a pleasure. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nqobile Tembane, and this was another installment of Market Masters. And a big shout out to XM for sponsoring this and making this possible. And we're out. Thank you.
Thank you.